Do you find yourself wide awake at 3 a.m., staring at the ceiling and wondering what's wrong? You're not alone. Over 70% of Americans over 65 experience this regularly. As a sleep specialist who's worked with seniors for over 20 years, I hear the same worried questions. Is this insomnia? Am I developing dementia? Should I be concerned? Let me reassure you right away. Waking up during these pre-dawn hours is not necessarily a sign of poor health. Rather, it's often a natural part of the aging process that we rarely discuss. You've probably tried counting sheep, sipping warm milk, or adjusting your pillows, yet still find yourself alert in those quiet hours when the rest of the world seems to be sleeping soundly. It can feel frustrating, even isolating. Today, I'll share 5 key reasons behind these early morning wake-ups and practical solutions you can start implementing tonight. Stay with me. This information could transform not just your sleep, but your entire perspective on this common experience. 1. Reduced melatonin production with age. The first and perhaps most significant reason for those 3 a.m. wake-ups involves your body's changing chemistry. Melatonin, often called the sleep hormone, naturally declines as we age. This vital hormone helps your body understand when it's time to sleep and when it's time to be awake. According to research from the National Institute on Aging, melatonin production can decrease by up to 80% in adults over 60 compared to younger adults. This isn't a malfunction, it's a natural shift in your body's chemistry. When you were younger, your body released a strong, steady flow of melatonin throughout the night, keeping you in deep sleep until morning. Now that supply often tapers off in the early morning hours, right around 2 to 4 a.m., leaving your brain more susceptible to waking. Barbara, a 72-year-old retired teacher from Boston, used to panic when she woke up at exactly 3:15 a.m. nearly every night. "I was convinced something was seriously wrong with me," she told me during a consultation. After learning about age-related melatonin reduction, Barbara made some simple adjustments. She now uses blackout curtains to keep her bedroom completely dark, eliminated all electronics with blinking lights, and takes a 20-minute walk each evening before sunset. While she still occasionally wakes early, she no longer worries about it and falls back asleep more easily. You can support your natural melatonin production by reducing exposure to blue light from phones, tablets, and TVs at least 1 hour before bedtime. Creating an environment that signals darkness to your brain with minimal light pollution can help extend your sleep duration. Some people find that a very low dose of melatonin supplement helps, but I always recommend consulting with your doctor before trying any supplement, as it may interact with other medications you're taking. What environments or habits have you noticed help you sleep more soundly through the night? The connection between light exposure and sleep quality might be stronger than you realize. 2. Advanced sleep phase syndrome. The second reason many older adults find themselves wide awake at 3 a.m. relates to a fascinating shift in your body's internal clock. This phenomenon, known as advanced sleep phase syndrome, is a normal age-related change that essentially moves your entire sleep schedule forward. Think of your body's internal clock like a wristwatch that's gradually been set earlier. Where you once naturally felt sleepy at 11 p.m. and woke refreshed at 7 a.m., you might now feel ready for bed by 8 p.m. and find yourself completely awake at 4 a.m. or even 3 a.m. The American Academy of Sleep Medicine confirms this is a common and normal shift that affects many adults as they enter their 60s and beyond. It's not insomnia, it's simply your body operating on an earlier schedule. Consider Richard, a 68-year-old retired accountant from Arizona. Richard typically eats dinner around 5:30 p.m., catches the early bird special at his favorite restaurant, watches Jeopardy and Wheel of Fortune in the evening, and finds himself nodding off in his recliner by 8 p.m. He goes to bed by 9 p.m. and wakes up consistently at 3:30 a.m. feeling completely refreshed, despite preferring to sleep until at least 6 a.m. to align better with his morning golf group. This mismatch between his body's natural rhythm and his desired schedule creates frustration. This shift happens because your body's internal clock begins to advance the timing of your sleep-wake cycle. It's not that you're sleeping less, your body has simply rescheduled when that sleep occurs. To adjust this pattern, try gradually shifting your evening routine later. Instead of eating dinner at 5:30 p.m., aim for 6 p.m., then slowly move to 6:30 p.m. Join an evening book club or take a gentle evening fitness class at your community center. Expose yourself to natural light in the late afternoon, which helps signal to your brain that it's not yet time for sleep. These small changes can help recalibrate your internal clock, pushing your wake-up time closer to your desired hour. Remember, this advanced sleep phase isn't something you're doing wrong. It's simply your body's natural timing adjustment. With mindful scheduling and consistent routines, you can gently guide your sleep window to better match your lifestyle preferences. 3. Physical health conditions and medication effects. The third reason for those 3 a.m. awakenings often relates to physical health conditions that become more common as we age. Your body isn't malfunctioning, it's responding to very real physical signals that tend to be more noticeable during the quiet of night. According to the American Geriatric Society, nearly 2/3 of adults over 65 take at least 3 prescription medications daily. Many common medications for heart conditions, blood pressure, pain management, and depression can affect your sleep patterns and cycles. Some medications, particularly diuretics for blood pressure, can increase nighttime urination, a common cause of sleep disruption. Medicare now covers consultation with specialists about medication timing if it's affecting your sleep quality. Susan, age 75, from Chicago, was puzzled by her consistent 3 a.m. wake-ups until she realized they began shortly after starting a new blood pressure medication. Working with her doctor, she adjusted the timing of her dose from evening to morning, which significantly improved her sleep continuity. Beyond medication effects, physical conditions themselves can interrupt sleep. Arthritis pain often intensifies when lying still for extended periods. Acid reflux or heartburn symptoms frequently worsen when lying flat. Sleep apnea, which affects nearly 20% of older adults according to the National Sleep Foundation, causes multiple brief awakenings that you may not even remember, but that can leave you wide awake at 3 a.m., feeling inexplicably alert. For men, prostate issues often necessitate nighttime bathroom trips, and once you're up and moving, your brain may switch fully into awake mode, making it difficult to fall back asleep. Simple adjustments can help manage these physical disruptions. For arthritis pain, try a supportive mattress, strategic pillow placement, or gentle stretching before bed. For reflux issues, avoid eating within 3 hours of bedtime and consider raising the head of your bed slightly. For sleep apnea symptoms like snoring or gasping during sleep, speak with your doctor about evaluation, as treatment can dramatically improve sleep quality. If you're experiencing physical discomfort that consistently wakes you up, what specific patterns have you noticed? Understanding your unique triggers is the first step toward addressing them effectively. 4. Lifestyle habits that shift your sleep rhythm. While physical conditions can certainly disrupt sleep, your daily habits and routines also play a crucial role in determining when and how soundly you sleep. As retirement changes your daily structure, many subtle shifts in routine can impact your sleep rhythm without you even realizing it. In American culture, especially among older adults, certain lifestyle patterns are common. Eating dinner relatively early, often around 5 to 6 p.m., watching evening television programs, and experiencing reduced physical and social activity, particularly in the afternoon and evening hours. Each of these patterns sends powerful signals to your body about when to prepare for sleep. When your days lack the structured activity and social engagement you once had, your body may start winding down earlier. Margaret, 70, from Florida, found herself routinely waking at 3:15 a.m. after retiring from her nursing career. Her days, once filled with constant activity and social interaction, became quieter. She ate dinner by 5:30 p.m. and usually watched television until falling asleep in her chair around 8 p.m. After joining a mall walking program 3 times weekly and scheduling regular video calls with her grandchildren in the early evening, she found herself staying awake more comfortably until 10 p.m. and sleeping until 5 a.m. The increased activity and social connection made a remarkable difference. Caffeine sensitivity also increases with age. That afternoon, coffee at your church group or community center that never bothered you before might now be disrupting your sleep cycle. Research from the Sleep Foundation indicates that caffeine has a half-life of 5 to 7 hours, meaning half the caffeine from a 2 p.m. cup of coffee may still be active in your system at bedtime. Similarly, alcohol, while it might help you fall asleep initially, often disrupts the second half of your sleep cycle, right around the 3 a.m. mark, as your body metabolizes it. Consider these practical adjustments. Push dinner time 30 minutes later, eliminate caffeine afternoon, engage in a light social activity in the evening, even phone calls or online connections count, and maintain a consistent bedtime routine that signals to your body when sleep should begin. The community aspect of sleep is often overlooked. Many senior centers and community groups now offer evening activities specifically designed to help older adults maintain a more balanced daily rhythm. Have you considered how your level of daytime engagement might be affecting your sleep patterns? 5. Emotional and psychological factors. Beyond our physical bodies and daily habits, there's another powerful force that can wake us in those quiet hours: our minds and hearts. The fifth and perhaps most profound reason for 3 a.m. wake-ups involves the emotional and psychological dimensions of aging. During the day, your mind stays occupied with activities and interactions, but in the stillness of night, especially around 3 a.m. when the world is quiet, unaddressed thoughts and feelings often surface. The National Institute on Mental Health reports that while older adults experience less diagnosed insomnia than younger adults, they're more likely to experience sleep disruptions tied to emotional factors like loneliness, grief, or adjustment to life changes. These aren't merely feelings, they're powerful psychological forces that can trigger very real physical responses in your body, including wakefulness. Elizabeth, 77, from Philadelphia, found herself regularly awake at 3 a.m. after her husband of 52 years passed away. The house felt especially empty during those quiet hours. The busy daytime hours filled with practical matters kept her thoughts occupied, but the pre-dawn quiet brought waves of memories and emotions. Rather than fighting these awakenings, Elizabeth began keeping a journal by her bed. When she woke, she would write briefly about a happy memory or current thought, acknowledging her feelings without judgment. This simple practice helped her return to sleep more peacefully. The experience of aging often brings profound life transitions, retirement, health changes, loss of loved ones, and shifts in independence. Your 3 a.m. awakening might actually be your mind's way of processing these changes when the distractions of daytime are removed. If emotional factors are contributing to your early waking, consider gentle approaches like mindfulness meditation, specifically designed for sleep, joining a senior support group where you can share experiences, or establishing a brief evening routine of reflection, perhaps writing down 3 things you're grateful for before bed. The American Psychological Association notes that such simple practices can significantly reduce nighttime rumination, that circular thinking that can keep you awake. For some, speaking with a counselor or therapist who specializes in older adult concerns can provide valuable support. Medicare now covers many mental health services, including telehealth options that don't require leaving home. Have you noticed that your thoughts seem more active during those early morning hours? You're not imagining things, and you're certainly not alone in this experience. We've explored 5 key reasons why you might find yourself awake at 3 a.m. The natural decline in melatonin production, the forward shift in your body's internal clock, physical health conditions and medication effects, lifestyle habits that influence your sleep rhythm, and the emotional dimensions of aging that emerge in the quiet of night. The most important takeaway is this: waking up during these early morning hours isn't necessarily a problem to fix. Rather, it's often a natural evolution of your sleep patterns that comes with age. By understanding these changes, you can approach them with compassion rather than frustration. To summarize the solutions we've discussed, create a darker sleep environment and limit blue light before bed to support natural melatonin. Gradually shift your evening routine later to adjust your body's clock. Review medications with your doctor if you suspect they might be contributing to the issue. Increase evening engagement through activities or social connection to adjust your sleep window. And address emotional needs through journaling or support groups if your mind tends to become active at night. Remember, waking at 3 a.m. isn't something to fear, it's something to understand. With small adjustments, you can improve your sleep quality and your overall well-being during these golden years. If you've found a solution that helps you sleep better, please share it in the comments below. Your experience might be exactly what another viewer needs to hear. Has this video changed how you think about your early morning wake-ups? Share this video with a friend who might need this reassurance too. I encourage you to subscribe to our channel for more evidence-based guidance that respects your wisdom and experience while navigating the changes that come with aging. Important health disclaimer. The information shared in this video is educational in nature and not intended to replace professional medical advice. If you're experiencing severe sleep disturbances, persistent insomnia, excessive daytime sleepiness, or other concerning symptoms, please consult with your healthcare provider. They can help determine if your sleep changes might be related to an underlying condition requiring specific treatment.